what better way to start up a pickups video than by finishing my Coca-Cola? Fountain Pop Coca-Cola, mind you, because I like my Coca-Cola in a can, but every once in a while, Fountain Pop just quenches the thirst a little bit more, and you get a craving for it. And you also have to stop by at Wendy's when you go out of town, because everything I picked up here is in the nearest city close to me, which is about half an hour away. And that's also where the nearest Wendy's is, so you gotta stop by and have a, I don't know, Baconator or a spicy chicken. Either of them equally good and delicious. So anyway, I have one video game, I think 8 Blu-rays, and a stack of comics to show off. And I've talked about comics once in my channel before, and I don't really want my channel to be about comics, because I wanted to just mainly focus on video games. But I think that every once in a while when I go pick up my comics, I'm subscribed to a bunch of them at a local comic book store. It's still half an hour away. And every month or so, a month or 2 months, I go and pick up the comics that I'm subscribed to from them, which is awesome because they hold them for me. And I think that every time I do that, I should do a pickups video, because I'm obviously gonna, while I'm there, gonna also pick up usually one video game, at least 1 or 2 Blu-rays. So, and this time I went a little bit overboard. So let's dig into this. Let's talk about the first video game that I picked up. And I've talked about this on my channel. It's a sequel to a series that, well, you know, it's a sequel to a series that's been out for a while. The series has, this game is actually brand new. It's a 2013 game. And it cost 40 bucks, and it launched at that price, and that is Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. Now, I talked about this on my channel because I think that is just such an awesome idea to launch this at $40. I'm still playing Sly Cooper 2 right now in the HD collection, and I want to beat that plus Sly Cooper 3 before I get into this, but I just really wanted to support this because, for one, it is a cross-buy, which means I get it to play it on my Vita as well. I get to download it on my Vita, and then I can play it, you know, on the PS3 and on the go, which is awesome for the $40 price. And they launched it at $40, not $60, not $50, 40. They dropped it from 20 bucks, which is awesome. So I really wanted to support this and, you know, try to show Sony that they're doing a good job. I don't think it's going to sell as much as I would like it to, but I had to go out and get this, even though I won't be playing it right away. Hopefully by the end of the month, I can get into it. I don't know, though. At the rate that I go with video games, because I play so many at a time that it's hard to beat a game in a short amount of time. Next up will be the comics. This is my stack of comics. I'm not going to show you every one of them. I just picked out a few of the really nice covers that I'm going to show because it would take way too long to show you all. This is like, I don't know, 20 comics or so from Marvel and DC. And let's go with the cool covers. And this is Justice League number 15. And this Justice League is some of the most interesting comics that I've read in a long time. I really, really enjoy this team up. It's almost better than well, it is to an extent better than the Avengers right now. I'm just enjoying the hell out of it. It's the only time when I really care for Superman. I am reading Superman as well, but it's not that interesting, but it's damn good in Justice League. Next up is Avengers Assemble number 10, and this is what they made when the Avengers movie came out. They made this series to kind of focus on the superheroes that were in the Avengers movie, because there's pretty much everyone has been in Avengers at some point in time, but they want to just focus on, you know, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. Here's a Spider-Woman, but I think she's just joining the team recently. But the initial superheroes from Marvel Avengers, the movie, are in this, and they're the main focal point of this series. And this is awesome cover. And I love that the Hulk, like right now, from what I'm reading in the other Avengers comics, Hulk isn't there. Red Hulk is, but not Hulk, like the original Green Hulk. So that's why and Hulk is like one of my favorite superheroes of all time. So I'm really enjoying Avengers Assemble. Next up is number 23, Wolverine and the X-Men. This is Wolverine's side, and he's just about to get his ass smashed in by this guy holding the Rock. I don't know who that is. No idea who he is. Not at that point in the comics yet. And this is cool because it's like Cyclops and Wolverine are both leading. They've kind of split the X-Men up. So Wolverine is like Professor Charles Xavier, kind of. Like he's running the school, and Cyclops is running like the X-Men. Next up is number 16, Batman Detective Comics. I'm reading so many Batman comics. I'm reading Detective Comic Batman, just Batman, and Dark Knight Batman. So there's 3 Batmans that I'm reading. There was also Batman and Robin, and I used to be reading that, but not anymore. And that's a cool cover. And you see some Joker faces in the background there, and some of his crazy laughing gas, poisonous laughing gas. And the last one, which I think is just wicked, is basically a lot of the Marvel comics are going to be restarting, kind of like what DC, well, not really, DC restarted with the New 52, whereas Marvel is just kind of like just restarting everything, just like new storylines kind of, but they're not restarting everything. It's hard to explain. But anyway, Spider-Man just finished, and it was number 700 that they ended at, and this is the coolest art. Like right now, that's Spider-Man's eye, but when you get closer, it's all the different Spider-Mans and Venoms that create the eye, and that's just wicked, and everyone in the middle. But that is just sick. That's like all the different Spider-Mans that we have seen since like 1960. That's just wicked. Like there's so much detail in there. And I love that Venom's like a big part of it too, because Venom is my favorite villain or anti-hero. It's just wicked, and it's thick too, so that's really cool. So that's all, well, the cool covers that I saw from my stack there. Now let's get into the Blu-rays that I picked up. There's a few of them here that I didn't get on sale or anything like that, or the rest are. I picked up Shutter Island for $10. This is an amazing movie. If you like Martin Scorsese, he's one of the best directors going right now. He's probably in the top 5, like easily top 5 best directors. He's done Taxi Driver, you know, Red Bull, Raging Bull, sorry, not Red Bull. not the drink. Yeah, he does the drink, man. He did a video about the drink. Well, he could do it because he does documentaries. So technically, he could do a Red Bull drink. That'd be kind of funny with Robert De Niro in it as a host. Thinking too much. But anyway, yeah. So if you've never seen this, definitely pick it up. It's fantastic, fantastic. And Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the best actors going right now. So it's a, you know, and Leonardo, like Martin Scorsese, he usually picks like one actor that he kind of follows for a while. At the beginning, it was Robert De Niro with like Taxi Driver and Raging Bull, and like I think he did Goodfellas and like Casino. Like he's done tons of movies, and he always picked Robert De Niro. Cape Fear, he picked him as his lead man all the time, and now he's starting to pick Leonardo DiCaprio with Shutter Island, The Departed, Aviator, like tons of movies. Next up is Quantum of Solace 007 for $8. Yeah, I know. It's apparently not the greatest movie. I loved Casino Royale, and I haven't seen Skyfall yet, so that's why I picked up this movie. I know it's not the greatest, but it's the second in the series of this, you know, Daniel Craig as James Bond, so that's why I picked it up. And last but not least, Looper, which I'm going to be checking out as soon as I'm done talking. This is just, man, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Bruce Willis. How can, and it is certified fresh from Rotten Tomatoes. I think that's kind of cool. That, you know, their seal of approval is there. Wicked. Next up, all of these Blu-rays I picked up for $5 less. They weren't all $5. Some of them were. Not the last one. But it's the trade and save that they have at Future Shop right now, or Best Buy, I think for Americans. So you bring in like an old DVD or something like that, or just any DVD, and they'll, you know, for the select Blu-rays you can pick up for $5 less. So it's cool. You know, I have 5 Blu-rays here, and I saved 25 bucks from them. So well, the packaging is really messed up, but I mean, thankfully it's protecting it. So the seal, so we bought a Zoom. I think I paid like $5 for this. Next is is this Rocky 1? It better be. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is, yeah, it is. Okay, Rocky 1, which okay, Sylvester Stallone is not the greatest actor, but in Rocky 1, he was one of the best. And even in Rocky 2, 3, 4 to an extent, 5, he's crap. Yeah, no. But up until that, like 1 to 4 are amazing, especially the first one. The first one is just like his best movie ever, I would probably say. And it's just, you know, you just get right into it. We get the Rocky music, you know, Eye of the Tiger. Although I think that only started in the 3rd one. But anyway, great stuff. Well, there's the actual dun 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 dun. Like that's the Rocky theme. Dun 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 dun. Is Pikachu? It's not Pikachu. Rocky Balboa, also for $5. This is the only Rocky I have not seen, and apparently it's the second best. Only second to Rocky, which is awesome. Now I just need to pick up, you know, 2 to 5 after this, but these were the only ones that they had there. If they would have had the entire collection, I probably would have picked them all up, but they didn't. Next is The Descendants. with George Clooney. I've always wanted to see this movie. I really like George Clooney as an actor. And this is the same, I think it's the same director that did, what's that called? Movie Sideways, which is another one of my favorite movies of all time. Well, maybe not all time, but it's a damn good movie. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. And I think it's the same director, so I really want to check this one out. And last but not least, I paid $20 for Skyfall, and that's why I picked up Quantum of Solace, so I could, you know, watch this one in the proper order. Because I actually watched Casino Royale again last night, and damn good movie. Another 8 out of 10 movie. And apparently Skyfall is like probably the best James Bond movie of all time, so I can't wait to see this. And it also surpassed The Dark Knight Rises in movie sales, in terms of the box office. They're at like $1,050,000,000 or something like that. It's ridiculous how much money this has made. But anyway, that's it for my pickups videos. So just to quickly show you everything together there, everything on top of each other. There's my comics, my Blu-rays, and my video game. My sole video game. So you've been Bearded In. Let me know what you picked up, if you have, in the last little while. And I'll see you all next time. Beardage!